green flag in the air from Jason Burgess, and we're racing down to turn 1.
Wow, the inside row got a crazy jump on the outside row there, and Warren goes to P2. A decent job for Overbeck to hold on a third there, but we're side by side all the way throughout the field through the S's, 3 wide even. That's Cade Yeager. I think he's lost a couple spots in the opening couple stages.
And just like that, Colin Warren is well outnumbered up front here by 3 BJR PPK Coyotes. And here comes Owen Lloyd to pull alongside him as Ben Lyda's gone around in the end of the backstretch. All the way back to 5th as we got 2 together. Henry Wheeler is involved. Brady Atwood involved as well. And 2 drivers crashing out here in the dog leg, it looked like. And I think it collected another one. We've lost 6th. Or 5 on this opening lap. Change for 2nd, change for the lead. New leader, the 211.
I will continue to reiterate the fact that where did he come from? Look at this group. That's the 416, Gavin Isaacs, Schiarello, Jared Clark going after it. More shuffling for position. Owen Lloyd, Cade Yeager, Jared Clark there going after it. And the more you fight, the more that the 2 BJR drivers will pull away because they've gotten back around Colin Warren.
I spoke to Paulie Massimino on the grid here, and he was telling all of his BJR PPK drivers to be aggressive, get out in front, and have control of this race. And I think that's what we're seeing out of all of those drivers because they're not letting Colin Warren take control of this race.
And aboard the new gen machine, he's gotten himself into the top 10, up a net gain of 4. Pass for 2nd here as we go back up front. Colin Warren splits up the duo. He pushed them. He gave the pair a good amount of laps there to try and help build the gap, but being 3rd in line, it hasn't paid off, and now he says, all right, we've got a pack forming. I want to be in control of it. Back to the lead for Colin Warren.
What a move from Colin Warren, and here comes Overbeck's teammate. There goes Wakefield. There goes Lloyd. What a move up and over the curbing. Usually if you hit that curb, it actually slows your momentum down, but with the run the MGM driver had, it's not going to last for long, though. Overbeck back through. He wants to be the one behind his teammate, and here comes Cade Yeager, Aitken, McKeithen, back through on Colin Warren, and now Wakefield's going to try his luck to see if he can get around Warren as well.
You know, Alex, usually, as we've talked, team racing, working with someone, so helpful, so critical, so many of them that it's almost all but frustrated everyone else. Colin Warren, Owen Lloyd, I think one of the last carts they'd want to push across the line, even though those 2 haven't been on the same terms today, would be one of these blue and white carts.
Somehow they've all found each other on the racetrack because at one point they were, I think, 1st, 3rd, and 6th in this group, and now again they're in this trio on the inside of this group of 6. There goes McKeithen, there goes Wakefield, and I think Warren might get held out to dry here on the outside. Overbeck might push him out of road. He won't, so Warren's going to keep that 3rd spot. He'll be on the outside here through the S's. That's going to give Overbeck a chance. There goes Aitken as well, and so from 1st to 5th goes the VLR of Colin Warren. Here comes Yeager, Lloyd, and you can pretty much look back to Caleb Gaffera for the final driver in this group.
McKeithen, Wakefield, Overbeck, side by side. Caleb Gaffera now getting into the mix of it all. He said last night he needed a little bit more in his medium kart. Looks like he's got something. I don't know if it's all enough to fight for the race win, but when they fight like this, well, anyone has a chance. Look at the rookie Yeager getting out of shape, trying to pay some respect and not really throw it into the side too hard on Colin Warren.
Last lap when they cross the stripe, as you see a point there to Lloyd. Yeah, that's the telltale signal to Cade Yeager. I'm going to go on Warren. Whether you follow me or not, that's up to you. All this shuffling for position has unleashed Wakefield and McKeithen to create a slight buffer on the drivers behind him. Overbeck, Aitken, Lloyd.
Quick report on the driver that was black flag pre-race, Wishart. Apparently they had the wrong driver in the go-kart, so Wishart wasn't the driver in the kart. They put in another driver, and CKNA officials noticed, and a black flag was issued.
Wow.
There you have it. Yeah, you need to be the one. If you qualified the kart to make the main, you've got to be the one to drive the kart in the main here. No points, no substitute drivers needed. These are all individual one-offs, and that's why we refer to them as the CKNA majors. And this is a major send from James Overbeck on Colin Aitken. Lloyd now to the high side with help from Colin Warren. 3 wide behind. Yeager down low. Aitken bails out of it. And look at the lead it has gifted Christopher Wakefield and Christopher McKeithen. James Overbeck into 3rd. causing some chaos and buying his teammates some real estate.
Yeah, I was about to mention, whether it's intentional or not, he's playing blocker for the two BJR drivers up front. Lloyd goes through. Warren wants to get in as well, and I don't know how much that signal from Lloyd of please push me is going to do anything the way this race has panned out. Overback back on the inside of Warren. Jaeger's going to try to go through. Further back, we're side by side even more, and whoa, contact. Warren, Jaeger, Aiken almost coming together. Look at this, Caleb G as Austin Hill, I believe, goes around there.
But the Bradford Racing MGM slides up the berm, and it's another heartbreak here in Charlotte as Reagan Seville goes around right in front of the field at the end of the back straightaway.
Well, if you're James Overbeck, I wonder what the mindset is at this point of the race. I mean, you either intentionally or unintentionally played blocker for your two teammates out front. You've created this gap. Do you help Lloyd get back to the teammates and risk maybe an MGM winning? I think we just got our answer. There goes Overbeck. He wants to make it a BGR 1-2-3. Gafera through as well. And
in an opportunity for some hardware today, and he's going to try and help out his fellow MGM in Owen Lloyd, who's going to push Overbeck a little bit wide. Colin Aitken pushing him. Here's Lloyd again on Overbeck. Again, James hangs tough on alongside him. Down the front stretch. Owen, check in. Here comes Colin Warren now to the inside. This is all allowing Caleb Gaffaro to now get away.
I think this is as frustrating as it can get, because if Owen Lloyd can get around Overbeck here, at this point the laps are starting to tick down a little bit too much. As Warren, I think Warren had finally had enough of Overbeck.
Bryce Frank on the MGM is off to the wayside. He'll fall down the board. And what in the world just happened? Colin Warren just ended up back near Overbeck again. I thought he just led that pack through, but no. Looks like Jaeger got by and Austin Hill did too.
Yeah. Oh, man. Colin Warren, I think a little bit too opportunistic of a move there on Austin Hill. For Colin Warren, I think this is as, I don't want to say out of control, but I think he's maybe lost tempers a little bit there, frustrated with the way he's been raced.
Well, he's definitely just trying to hang on now. Will Lawler, Antoine Lachery, Kelvin Zing, now the next ones to try and knock on the door of the 211. White flag in the air, by the way, folks. There is still a race for the win going on, and they're nearly 3 seconds clear of everybody. It's Wakefield pushing there on the red and black and the all-black helmet with Christopher McKeithen, the standout surprise superstar from his first year at the Grands. Last year, another win as well. This year, to kick off the big run through the summer stretch, well, he's going at it with his new teammate. Door to door, side by side, into the last run to the grid corner. He sends it. Wakefield can't complete the crossover, and he bogged himself down. Now McKeithen with a full car length to the last turn. He'll go center track. Wakefield still gets the crossover done. We're going to drag race to the line, to the end. Give it to Christopher Wakefield.
Wow, Christopher Wakefield gets it done. McKeithen, I think he's going to kick himself there looking back at the Kart Chaser broadcast. He defended clean air on the final corner, in my opinion. Left the door open on the crossover for Wakefield.